In Congo, pro-Congolese government forces reportedly conducted air attacks on M23 aligned militia positions in the South Kivu highlands. M23 aligned journalists and sources claimed on social media that the Congolese army and its Burundian ally conducted drone attacks on M23 aligned Twirwaneho positions in Rugezi, roughly 20 miles south of Minembwe town in the Fizi Islands. On February 26th, pro-Congolese government forces have been conducting an offensive against Twirwaneho fighters around Minembwe since late January, but reportedly have been unable to make significant territorial gains. M23 recaptured several villages from pro-Congolese government forces in an ongoing counter-offensive in Masisi district in North Kivu. The Congolese media outlet reported that telecommunications were restored around Rubaya on February 25th after bombings that took place in intense clashes between the two sides had damaged cell towers in the area on February 24th. On February 25th, reported that Wazalendo fighters had dislodged M23 and took control of multiple villages in an area roughly 5 to 10 miles west of Rubaya town between February 23rd and February 24th. M23 launched a counter-offensive and conducted counter-attacks on pro-Congolese government forces to halt their advance and retake Kasenyi, about 11 miles west of Rubaya in the Kibabi group. On February 26th, M23 redeployed reinforcement from its stronghold in Rushuru district to the front lines in Masisi. M23 reportedly retook control of Kasenyi along with 3 other nearby villages, Luke, Katabotobo, and Chuji. M23 had also reportedly dislodged Wazalendo fighters from Kaniro village, about 12 miles north of Rubaya, on February 25th. M23's capture of Kasenyi, a key logistic node on routes to South Masisi and to Rubaya from the west, allowed M23 to advance into the Katoi sector, where the group clashed with Wazalendo fighters in an area about 3 miles from the main town in Katoi on February 26th. According to the Congolese media outlet Radio Okapi, Wazalendo fighters had captured the main town in Katoi and numerous other villages when it initially launched an offensive earlier this week. Fighters also continued west and northwest of Masisi town. Fadak and Wazalendo had fighters reportedly attacked M23 and captured Kazinga and Kibamba, another nearby village to the south in the Nyamaboko group on February 24th. Kazinga is about 13 miles west of Masisi town on a local road. M23 reportedly conducted counterattacks on several Wazalendo positions near Kazinga in an attempt to take the village on February 25th. Clashes continued on February 26th as it remained unclear who controlled the town, although it is reported that Wazalendo fighter repelled the attacks and still controlled it. The Congolese media outlet posted and reported that M23 captured a remote village in the Nyamaboko group at least 6 miles from Kazinga on February. Fighting also took place in an area near Mahanga village, about 6 miles south of the border with Walikale district. On February 26th, M23 then reportedly clashed with Wazalendo fighters in a village about 3 miles north of Nyabiondo in Chiyumba on February 27th.
Don't joke to M23, my bro. Don't joke. That is